Get ready for some real, relatable, and motivational conversations with podcast host Angela ALOVE Lewis. Join her and her guests as they empower you to deal with the inner you so you can heal, believe, and lead yourself to the life of your dreams. It's time to take the limits off and experience true InnerVation. Let's get to it.
Hello, and welcome to InnerVation, motivating you from the inside out. I am your podcast host, Angela ALOVE Lewis, and I'm super excited to be here with you today to talk about something to inspire you and motivate you to live your best life, to be the greatest person that you can be, to go out here and just really embrace your life and enjoy living it and tap into the gifts and the talents and the skills that you have. And all of that comes from motivating yourself. And today's topic adds to that because I'm talking about moving in excellence. That's right, moving in excellence. So Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. So that means that no matter what you're doing, you can develop an attitude of operating in excellence. The more that you do it, the more it becomes a habit to you. Senor Roy said, chase excellence and success will follow. See, if you pursue excellence, you are going to continue to get better and better as time progresses. And as you pursue excellence, that's when you're going to start seeing success happen because it follows closely behind how you operate, how you move, how you show up. See, excellence is not being the best, it's doing your personal best. You don't have to be perfect. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in trying to be perfect that we fail to execute because it's just not right. Well, when you're moving in excellence, it doesn't mean that you're the best. It means that you are doing the best with whatever resources you have. And as we continue to move forward in life, we're evolving so that you get the opportunity every single day that you wake up and open your eyes to do it right, to get better, to be better than you were the day before. And that's all anyone can ask of you. But you have to make a decision. You have to shift your mindset to want to become excellent in everything that you do. See, excellence differentiates extraordinary people from ordinary people. It's like a yardstick or a benchmark where you can kind of see where you are or where people that you know are that are maybe in the same fields and measure how you are making a difference, how you are showing up, how are you becoming better. See, one thing I found out as I was looking towards some information about, just the pursuit of excellence. You have to have a goal that you strive for, but understand again, excellence is not perfection. There's several things that you can do to help you to develop that habit. And one is you got to name your goals. And I say that because a lot of times, we may think we know what we're going to do. We may have a few things, but you don't have the clarity on that. You don't really put it out there specifically. You're not intentional. See, when you name your goals, when you say it out loud, then you speak what you want into existence. And that's powerful. Say it out loud so that it reverberates inside your ear gate so that in your mind, you are now getting into your subconscious. And when you name your goal and you set it and set a big one, now you can start seeing it manifest because, again, you're putting excellence into the atmosphere by speaking what it is that you want to accomplish. Another thing is live your values. See, we've got to start walking and talking in the same direction, right? We've got to have everything aligned up and your actions reflect your character. So when you start talking about what your values are, do they match up with how you live? And if they don't, now is the time to start putting some action behind what you're saying you believe in or what you stand for, what you represent. You've got to be clear on the values that you have and then make sure that things line up. So if you are a person who believes in, acknowledging time, then show up on time. Do things in a timely manner. Be mindful of other people's time and respect that. And if you say you believe it, you can't say you believe it and then don't do things in excellence by starting on time. You've got to change that. And I don't care if you've never been on time a day in your life. Guess what? You can start tomorrow or you can start today. It's always an opportunity. As long as you are here on this earth, you always have an opportunity to become better. The next thing is build you a strong circle of people that you are connected to. You want to be around the best because iron sharpens iron, and be mindful of who you surround yourself with because it matters. You want to be around people who are like-minded, who are striving for excellence themselves. Because if you get around people who are comfortable with being ordinary, who don't really try to, push the envelope, who are just, comfortable being wherever they're at and they're not trying to do anything more, then that keeps you in a complacent status. That keeps you from pushing to become better, because they're not going to understand. But if you get around go-getters, if you get around people who excellence is their motto, they're going to cause you to want to step up and do even better, be even more, because you're in that environment. So now you're seeing things from their perspective. They're seeing things from your perspective. And now the two of you can help each other out. You can hold each other accountable to proceed in a manner that is operating in excellence. The next thing is you've got to lean into pain. See, sometimes we are busy doing things and then things happen and it's just too much. And we feel like, I can't take another step. I'm trying to lose weight, but going to this gym and working out, I just can't do another sit-up, or I can't do another pull-up. Or, you're going through things and relationships and, it's just painful and it creates anxiety. But I say lean into the pain, because no pain, no gain. You've got to take your head out of the sand and face things head on. Even though it may be traumatic, even though it may be painful, once you face it, now you're able to deal with it and move past it. See, when we choose to hide from our pain, we numb ourselves to its meaning and we just survive. But when we choose to confront our pain, we embrace the meaning of uncertainty or of overcoming, and then that's when we're able to thrive. See, survival is one thing. Thriving is a totally different thing. And as you pursue excellence, it positions you to start thriving, start going to that next level, start soaring like an eagle instead of being complacent and being on the ground with chickens. You've got to be able to face your pain and lean into it and deal with it so that you can overcome it. Another thing is you've got to ignore the haters and the naysayers. See, so many people say that they support you, but maybe talk about you behind your back. They're gossiping. They're saying, why did you do this? Or they can't understand, or how are you qualified? There's so many people who, want to have something to say about who you are and how you got to where you are, or how will you be successful. People will sometimes say, you'll never make it, or you can't make it without me. But I'm telling you, ignore them. Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. Why? Because when you choose not to engage in foolishness, when you choose not to entertain the negativity, then you are free from the control people have over you. And that's empowerment. That's taking a step towards excellence when you can move past what someone else is saying, because you understand that they are just a distraction. They're trying to take you off course. But when you operate in excellence, you have tunnel vision where you can move forward. And what you do is continue to show up consistently, continue to be committed to your goal, not to be distracted, not to quit, because that's not what people who operate in excellence do. No, you continue to move forward. You continue to press. You continue to ignore what they are saying, because deep down inside, you know that you are capable. You know that you are qualified. And you know that if you can move past what they're saying, now you can break any stronghold, any control they have on you. They can't pull your strings like a puppet. They can't push your button and get a certain reaction. When you have the ability to control your reactions to somebody else, that positions you to be in a place of power where you can start operating out of excellence. Another thing is to practice forgiveness. And I know we hear it all the time, but forgiveness is not for the other person. It is really for you. Forgiveness allows you to be able to move on and go for what you know. It allows you to take whatever has happened and give it to God and allow him to deal with it. Because I trust and believe that he's always going to do over and above whatever it is we think we can do. See, revenge should not be our priority. Again, it's like giving control to the haters. When you don't forgive someone, you are giving them power over you, because you think about it. That's when you are around here, still angry, still upset. You're mad when you see them. You want to cuss them out. You want to do all these different things. And when you get caught up in that emotion, now you are not focused on being your best version of yourself. You're not focusing on your greatness. You are getting down and playing dirty with someone who doesn't have your best interest at heart. So you've got to forgive them so that you can move forward and you can show people better than you can tell them. You don't have to always be proving a point or trying to validate yourself. But what you do is forgive people who have wronged you, who have said something about you, who have not shown up for you. You forgive them so that you can move forward, so that you can heal. Because I guarantee you 99% of the time, they don't even remember what the argument was about. They're living their best life while you're over here still stressed out and overwhelmed and upset. Release it. Forgive them so that you can move on and experience fulfillment and life satisfaction as well. Another thing is you've got to face you. Yes, look in the mirror and face the person that you are today. Own who you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Trust me, you are not alone. Everybody has something about themselves they don't like, whether it is a physical attribute or whether it's how you treat people or how you are internally. The thoughts that you have may be negative. They may not be something that you want people to know that's really how you think. But when you face yourself and embrace who you are, every single thing about you, because the good, the bad, and the ugly all come together to make you exactly who you are. And when you recognize that, if you don't like the person that you see in the mirror, again, every day that you wake up is an opportunity for you to get better, to make changes, to evolve into the person that you want to become. You don't have to stay in a position of disliking yourself. Learn to embrace who you are. Learn to love the person that you are becoming by strategically accepting who you are and then intentionally making the changes that you want to see to become a better person. But you've got to face yourself and accept yourself for who you are. And if people can't accept you, then it's okay. Because once you are bought into who you are, now you can find a tribe of people who love you and who will accept you as you continue to work on yourself and grow. Another thing is we've got to stop justifying our bad behavior or making excuses for the things that we don't do. That is what's holding you up from operating in excellence. If you got it wrong, own it and then make a conscious decision to make it right and do better. Oprah said, when you know better, you do better. So you don't have to justify your actions. You don't have to try and make excuses or get people to see it from your point of view. Grown people take accountability for the things that they do. And so instead of trying to justify it or feel entitled or explain, don't do that. Just look at it for what it is. Stop trying to justify and make excuses, and then go in, chase excellence, which will position you to start doing things better. That way you don't have to justify. That way you don't have to make excuses because you're already on the mindset. You've already shifted over into a level of where you're doing things at a high level. And when you do things at a high level, there's less and less and less of the reasons why you have to justify things or have an excuse for something because you're operating at a much higher level. When you achieve personal excellence, you live a productive life. You enjoy healthy relationships and you have internal satisfaction. See, we go through life and we want to enjoy it. And as you pursue excellence, it comes on every single level, not just one area. You want to pursue excellence in every area of your life. You want to be mentally excellent, emotionally excellent. You want to be physically excellent. You want to have excellent relationships and be excellent in business. You want to be excellent with your finances. And if you are not there in any area, then that's just even more so of a reason to continue to evolve, to shift your mindset so that as you evolve, you can elevate and achieve excellence. Continue to make strides, continue to make moves, continue to do what you need to do to get to where you want to go. And as you progressively do well, now you're going to start to see that you're so much happier with how your life is. That excellence will manifest itself into higher self-worth and a high self-esteem. And then that's when it reflects the goodness and the greatness that's inside of you. Now people can see it all over you. But you have to do a few things. You have to be hungry for excellence. You can't just want it sometimes. You can't just be like, I don't feel like it today. Every day you got to pursue it. Every day you got to push for it, even when you don't feel like it, because you're developing a habit. Again, Aristotle said what we repeatedly do. So that means that you can't just do excellence every now and then. It has to be a habit, meaning you have to do it day in and day out with everything that you do. You have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? When you're operating in excellence, you got to believe that excellence is a part of who you are. It's your brand. It's how you represent yourself. It's how you show up. And when you do that, when you believe in yourself, time and time again, the excellence will be manifested for not only you to see, but other people to see as well. And as I said before, keep evolving. You cannot stay stagnant. You can't stay in a rut. You can't, just want to be the same way now that you were 5 years ago or 2 years ago or 2 weeks ago. You've got to continue to grow and evolve. If that means taking courses, if that means connecting with new people, if that means, spending time meditating, spending time journaling, spending time in prayer, whatever that looks like that helps you to grow as an individual, start investing in you, because you are your best asset. You are the person that you need to invest in the most. Another thing, of course, like I said, as you're evolving, you've got to get out of your comfort zone. You can't stay there. You've got to keep moving and pushing and trying to get better. Every day you need to be competing against who? Not someone else, but competing against yourself. Whatever you did yesterday, make today better. Get out of your comfort zone and try new things. That's how you push towards excellence. Try new things. See whatever it is that you may enjoy. You may have never thought about enjoying new foods or going new places, because you do the same old thing all the time. But when you step outside of that comfort zone and you try something different, you never know. It may be your next new hobby or your favorite thing, but you won't know if you stay comfortable. Don't limit yourself. Take the risk. You are worth it. You are worth having amazing, phenomenal experiences. And you've got to be the person who will not just stay at a certain place, but you push past your limits. The sky is not the limit. There's still outer space beyond. So you've got to be able to embrace understanding that the only thing that's stopping you from doing whatever it is that you want to do is you. Don't put an excuse that it's somebody else holding you back. You've got to figure out how you can push past any limitations that you have and go for it. And that's the last piece. Go for it and go all out. Show up and show out. Operate in excellence so that people can see who you were destined to be. putting your best self forward, being absolutely great, because we were fearfully and wonderfully made. And because of that, people need to see the manifestation of God upon us. And so when we go out here and do things in excellence, people will gravitate towards that level that you have set, that standard, that benchmark. People are attracted to people who are operating in high levels. The vibrations that you have are so high that you attract people to you. They want to know, what are you doing? They want to see you as an influencer. They see you as making an impact. They see you as a leader. They see you as the go-to person, the expert in your field. You want to get to a level where you are vibrating so high that people are wanting to know who you are. They want to get a seat at the table so they can hear what you have to say. But that comes from operating in excellence. That comes from doing things over and over and over again until you become a master at it. You may never be perfect, but you can always be better. And that comes with having a mindset shift to do the things that you do every single day, every single time, in excellence. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all take some of those things that I said and implement them in your life. You cannot imagine how extraordinary of a person you are. You are unique and you are destined to have a life that you are absolutely in love with. But it doesn't happen without you putting in the work. It doesn't happen without you putting out some principles and getting into some disciplines that help you to be consistent and committed to being the best version of yourself, and do whatever it takes to be that person. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Whatever it takes, go all out to be the best version of you. So listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, share, comment on the broadcast. Tell people about, tuning in to InnerVation, motivating you from the inside out, because my words, although I'm speaking them, they're getting into your subconscious. Sometimes just play it. Listen to it as you go to sleep. Tap into motivational things so that it gets into your subconscious. So before you know it, you're changing your habits. You're changing how you do things. You're changing how you show up. Maybe you used to be a person that loved to be in sweatpants all day and t-shirts. Maybe you want to change your attire. Maybe you want to dress up a little bit and dress up just because. Maybe you want to do things different. Maybe you want to try different foods just because. But every time that you step out of your comfort zone and do something different, it makes you better. Don't underestimate the power of operating in excellence. So again, follow me. I am Angela Lewis, and connect with me on all social media platforms. I would love to know what you think about the podcast, and definitely if you are interested in connecting with me, maybe wanting to be a guest on the podcast, I would love to have you on here. And so reach out to me again. The email address is info@IamAngelaLewis, or you go to the website www.IamAngelaLewis.com. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Have an amazing remainder of the week. Bye.